Go sit in the cab. I have to see the other. You. Let's pick those off. We have two. We will step up.
Yeah.
He's playing with it. Wow. He's getting so big.
Let me do it. Who wants to do it here?
I remember when Gracie was playing in there.
That was Grace's.
I know you just excited for him, but let him play with the cups, okay? This is his sword. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
He wants to go.
He sees something
Yeah. He's working them feet. He's like trying to get going.
Yeah. Maybe if she plays it in the lounge, though, it's a little bit noisy.
What are you going to do?
You have to play with it in your boxes if you want to play it. You have to use the quiet voice message.
I don't know how to do it. How does it know? That's loud. Where's your water button?
Now it's clear. We can see him now. It's nice and clear. Don't breathe.
Up, yeah.
Don't breathe.
I'm saying that 4 or 5 times last time. Gotta play with your boxes, darling. It's a little noisy over here. We'll send you some photos later.
Oh, okay, good.
They're mostly on Haley's phone, but they're charging. Can you go play with that in your boxes, darling? You want to use your future? Thank you. Well, you can come back and talk about them, Haley, if you want to be sociable. We're trying to tell Gracie that we took flights yesterday and we go around with you. It was 1 year old.
Yeah.
She's excited.
That you told her what?
That we were going when Thea would be 1 year old.
Oh, yeah.
The 20th is his birthday, and we get there on the 18th, so
yeah,
his proper birthday party. I guess we'll have like a little thing before we leave here with the family over here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Do you guys like chocolate cake or vanilla cake?
I like chocolate. I don't know any chocolate.
What's your favorite birthday?
So we'll have a chocolate cake for Thea.
Strawberry cake. Yeah. I love strawberry cake. I like chocolate cake. I like chocolate cake.
You like chocolate cake? You probably like any kind of cake.
Carrot cake. Carrot cake. That's my favorite.
Strawberry cake?
That's what your favorite cake, Daddy.
Chocolate.
Daddy loves chocolate cake.
What's your favorite, Grace? Chocolate or strawberry?
Strawberry.
Bet you like strawberry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you
Like
sitting on Daddy?
We'll do a proper piggyback later when we're not talking to grandma.
She'll give you a workout. You make Daddy strong.
That's stretching like me. Not strong, are you? Like that.
Yeah. Looks like Grace got over through that stuttering period, huh? Not doing that anymore.
Yeah, no, she'll do that.
Yeah. That's good.
I actually had my first really bad code I was involved in about a week ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I was in a really quiet, it was Sunday, it was last Sunday. It was really quiet, it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I decided to walk to the back of the unit down the little hallway to go use one of the office phones in the back to call, hey, lady, to see what she was up to, she's having dinner or whatever. I got like maybe halfway down the stairs all the way at the bottom, and I heard a shout from the console for the prisoner to stop doing something. And that's kind of somewhat was happening here and there without being significant. So I just walked back up to the console to see what was going on again. As I walked back up, I saw the 2 officers who were up there. One of them pulled their radio and called a code purple and rushed out into the side of the wing. And so I followed him out, and I was the 3rd person out under the wing. And by the time I got out there, they had grabbed one prisoner and were hauling him off towards where our holding cell is, shouting, the holding cell, the holding cell. You know, so they were dragging him off. So there was a prisoner just lying on his back, who I presumed had just been socked or something, you know, and that was the reason for the code purple for the fight. So I walked over to him, and right when I got up and stood right on top of him, right next to him, he started gurgling up a whole bunch of blood all out of his mouth, and then this big pool of blood started pouring behind his head. And so I immediately reached and I called a code black for a serious medical. And I decided to just leave him there. One of our other stupid, idiotic prisoners who thinks he's an officer and thinks he's trying to be helpful comes rushing over and starts trying to cradle his head, not any gloves on or anything. And, you know, I'm just like, go away. Go back to your cell. Everyone needs to go back to the cell straight away. We're all shouting. We're all shouting and trying to get nicely. Okay. Take care of your boxes, dog. Okay. We're all shouting orders for everyone to get back to their cells, to lock them down. I decide I'm not going to touch the guy who's got the injury because it's a head injury and he's bleeding everywhere, and I'll just end up making it worse. Well, you can go play with your boxes, darling, if you want to. I can't play with my boxes. Okay. So we just focus on locking everybody down, and we're locking up cells, and then I hear a code blue called from somewhere else in the unit, which is officer needs assistance. Me and the other officer who were working that side were like, oh, now what? And we're running over to help him out. We're running over to the side of the other unit to help, and turns out they just wanted more staff in the unit to try to help lock people down because some of the prisoners weren't being compliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to the guy? What was wrong with him?
He just get punched in the head.
Landed.
Why did it come out of his mouth?
I didn't think he was getting grumpy. Was he getting grumpy? He was? Yes, Gracie. Okay, you go play with your boxes. Oh, the playpen's in the way. Is that it? Why didn't you tell me that you couldn't get to them? Yes, you always use the word can't when you should use don't want to, or I don't know when you actually mean can't, or when you just don't want to.
What do you say to Daddy? Hi, Daddy.
You're welcome. So we got the unit locked down. The emergency response group and the SCSG turned up. They helped us out locking it down. We put crime scene tape around the guy on the ground straight away and roped off that whole area and started an incident log rolling. Who was going in and out. The medical team turned up, and it was particularly bad because when the supervisor got in the unit, he called for the ECC, which is the external command something or another. I forget what it's called, but basically it just means all the really high ups who are still in the prison, they go into the administrative office like in a round table type thing with a projector, and they sit there and run it like a command center sort of thing, coordinating what's going on and who's going in and out and whatnot. Victoria police ended up showing up and taking interviews and documenting things because it was crime scene now. The prisoner involved was probably going to be charged criminally.
Did he use a weapon or just punch him with his fist?
It turns out that's what they think he did, because originally the thought was the prisoner had false teeth and that's what had gone up into his mouth and was bleeding from his mouth. But when the doctors examined them, they said, no, that's not a wound from internally. He said it's a stab wound, essentially. So when the prisoner punched him, which is what it looked like all he did, he must have had his cell key or something like that in between his knuckles or something like that, and actually stabbed him when he punched him. So, the guy he hit, the guy who was the offender was about 30 to 40 years old, or in that range. He wasn't particularly old, but the guy he hit was probably 60 or 70.
Oh.
So it's pretty much an old man. And then because he did that, he ended up getting paid from the rest of the unit. Anyway, the guy was alright. He just ended up having a really bruised, blackened up cheek and everything.
Yeah.
I was quite freaking out when I first saw it, when I was the one calling the medical code, because I thought he was literally going to die in front of me with how bad it looked, with the blood going everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
The look on his face and the gurgling of the blood and everything, I'm like, oh, he's done for. He just needs to hit just the right way and crack his head on the ground or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Everything in there now, okay? So you should have.
It's all right. The ambulance came and took him off to the hospital. I actually ripped my uniform shirt, and that's when it happened. It's because I got asked to go open the side door of the unit to let the ambulance in, and I was in kind of a hurry to do it because they were just pulling up at the time that they asked me that. I wanted to facilitate it to be done quickly, so I yanked open the door to the side from the officer's console of the wing and started to run out. And when I run out, somehow the door handle of the officer's console caught on my shirt and ripped right through it. The door handle isn't pointy or anything like that. I still don't know how I managed to get it just the right way where I ripped my shirt.
Just caught it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Gracie, money is dangerous to play with, because if you lose a piece or a field or a hearing, you could swallow it and choke on it. Yeah? You're not allowed to play with money. Where do you get this money from?
I want it there on the couch, it's closed. You just took one down.
You're not allowed to have money.
Understand? Somebody here has there's a coin on the desk. And that's right, you want it, it's from the desk.
I don't know that piece of coin.
Hey, Grace, do you have new shoes?
That's fine for me.
Oh, those are nice.
Are those ballerina slippers? Those are pretty. They look like princess shoes.
Those are her indoor ballerina shoes.
Yeah.
Sparkly
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are really nice. Yeah.
What else is in there? Oh, maybe that is it, Letty. Wait, but Daddy's not here.
Looks like a shepherd. I reckon she's put some of the places she's not supposed to. She's telling her all morning to be careful when she's playing with it, put it back.
Yeah. Can you have a look around and see if there's anything else that goes in that part? Sheepy for dinner? Sheepy? There must be a cat. You didn't take anything out of them? I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing.
I haven't really noticed her taking out of it this morning.
That's faithful.
Victoria Police. I've emailed my preliminary inquiry as to whether or not I am re-eligible again to apply. And it's the medical advisory unit told me in a letter sent to the recruiting that I needed to email them and do an inquiry as to whether or not I can apply again according to them. So I sent it off maybe about a week ago and still haven't got back to me yet. I'm not eligible. 24th February. They told me to do it in January, February, so I'm doing it as early as possible to give them as much time as possible to stuff around so that I don't need to wait longer to apply.
Mommy, why is this me, Mommy? I'm not now. You have a nice day, too. Why did you say you was hot?
I wrote my email out and they would like to see your car something.
My thing is so damn a boat. Is that thing? Oh my God, how's it in there, darling?
Yeah, it's the balls, so nothing but balls.
You've done everything that.
So in the email I sent, I gave them my contact details and told them they can either email me at the same address to talk about it, or they can call me on this mobile number. And at the end I said, if you want to call me on this number, just be aware that due to my new job, I'm not able to answer most of the time during the day because I don't have my phone on me. So
Yeah.
get back as soon as I can.
Yeah.
But when I said that due to my new job I can't answer, I put it in brackets. I was like prison officer, so they'd understand why I don't have my phone on me. That's the main reason. And the secondary reason is so that they think to themselves, oh, well, if we deemed him psychologically unwell to handle these people before, and now he's being a prison officer, so maybe we should reconsider that.
Yep. Yeah, she's Theo, what you doing? Yeah. You playing lots of ball?
You show them your cars? Do you hold them up so they can see it?
What you got, Grace? New cars. What are those, like Hot Wheel cars?
Yes. That's exactly what they are. They're Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. over, Justin, you'll have to show Gracie your Hot Wheels collection.
Well, we still have all our boxes of Hot Wheels over there, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, those big blue boxes.
Here, let's play with football, I think. How do you want to wear it?
Oh.
That's enough? That work? Yes. I know. Funny.
Gracie. Being a little too fast. Is that you, darling?
What's he doing?
You're eating some food.
What food?
I don't remember, but you were eating some food and being doofus.
Pasta!
Yeah, that was pasta at Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, it was a pizza.
Mm. I like burgers. It's good, right? Wow! Super spicy! Wow!
That lady
You
had
come too? And Mom and Daddy?
the lady had Facebook and back off.
Wow! Who's like that? That's Mama. Oh well.
Aw.
What is it? I see. I see now. I see what it is. What is it?
Baby Theodore. Being cute. And here are lots of baby Theodores coming in. Baby Theodores.
Yeah. There she is.
And there's a child.
Aw. She can't even say Baby Theo, and another one's coming.
I got the keeper in this way.
Hey, Gracie.
Wow. It's a playground.
That's your playground.
Ready to go down the slide.
We go on that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a pizza? Is it a pizza, Grandma?
Yeah, there's lots of pictures.
Is it a pizza?
Here's another picture.
What is this?
There's one.
What is this?
You play with them.
Who's that?
That's You get in with a video.
Hey, Mommy?
And then you took the picture.
A travel!
Who's this?
Stay on. I think I'll think that's
What? That is a hot thing. This is a chocolate part. The tiny.
I think that's the wrapper. We'll see.
Thank you, Haley.
Welcome.
A chocolate tart.
But you can't eat it.
You
Just
can't
now.
eat it. Just pretend.
Hold it in.
No.
Hold it in. Jody is most for the person there.
Oh, why, Mommy?
He sure is good at that. Only
Like that thing.
3 months old, almost 4 months old.
A few days away.
Time is flying.
I said when I booked the tickets on an online form that I had an Australian passport. So I should definitely have one by then.
Thank you very much.
That makes it easier to fly.
Yeah, well, for New Zealand especially, because otherwise you need well, I could still do it without it because I have a permanent visa here, but I probably need proof of the visa and everything. Skipping. People who hold Australian citizenship get free passage through New Zealand if they're transiting and don't have to show anything other than passport.
Okay. So, have you already? Do you get it? Do you have to apply for it still?
Oh yeah, the citizenship. I applied for citizenship on the 4th of February, and then the passport will apply once I get my citizenship.
Yeah.
Don't eat it now.
Oh, the
Putting on
head.
Daddy's head.
What is that?
Maybe sausage. I'll just need to use my Australian passport leaving Australia and New Zealand, entering and leaving New Zealand, and then my American one through America.
Ah, okay. So you can all fly equally as well?
Sorry?
You can fly equally easily?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to strain on my neck though. Let's move it. I would keep dropping back. Well, once I'm a citizen, Australia would want me to use their passport going in and out of Australia. Obviously, the U.S. would want me to use my U.S. passport going in and out of there.
Hey, Justin, is your Florida driver's license still valid?
Mine's not.
No.
It's funny, we looked at Haley still is.
Haley's is?
Haley's valid until 2020.
Wow.
I told her just to take both of them when she's driving and she gets stopped to tell the officer, like, look, I don't really live here anymore, but I still have a valid Florida driver's license for when I do live here. I know it's the same address, so pick which one you want. I was just gonna drive on my Australian one.
Yeah.
For 6 months on there if you're not a resident of Florida yet, so.
I was just thinking which one would be easier to rent a car for you.
You can even put her under Haley's name because she still has a valid one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see.
That's any easier. Because they're not really going to know she doesn't live at Pure Pebble anymore. She's staying there, and plus,
right, yeah.
Oh, you know.
Does she have her license with her there, or is it here? She took it with her.
No, it's here.
You guys
it
have it
here. We found it the other day.
All right, I'll get the number off of it later at some point. Oh, okay, good. All right.
Still wants to smile at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were thinking about taking Grace to Disney World while we were there.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
Have a lot of going ourselves to Universal or something. I've never been to Universal. We might like it too.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't mind watching these two for a day or so.
No. Not at all.
Just realized that the Airbus that we were going to fly in is not the big one. Have you been able to find the big one yet? I'll have to check and see if one of the return flights has the big one. The Airbus A320 is a smaller Airbus. Kind of like the smaller Boeings that fly. This is sort of big flights. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to use the A380 just to go to see what needs a few hours away. Unfortunately, we do have a small leg that involves United. That's the Houston to Tampa line to United.
Okay.
So the domestic portion of it is going to be covered by them. They must be a partner with Air New Zealand or something.
And does it the same way going back?
Yeah, so Tampa to Houston is United, and then from Air New Zealand out.
That's like, what, a 3-hour flight?
Yeah, 2 or 3 hours. Surely they can't do that much damage in 2 or 3 hours. So.
Don't be surprised. United,
Awesome.
lose your luggage.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, we're going to try to be like minimalistic anyway. We're allowed one PC each. I don't know if we really want to bring much more than that. Just clothes.
Yeah.
We don't need to bring clothes. Maybe a few small gifts and things like that, like more sauces and stuff, but not a whole lot. Just a little, so we can fit in there.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to bring it. I got plenty.
Just,
I like that new sauce you sent, by the way. That.
Which one?
What's it called?
I don't remember.
The one that you use in place of ketchup.
Sweet chili.
Yeah, that's good.
They have that at, at least they did have it when we were there at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay.
When he has waffle tomato chip stuff, they've got sweet chili sauce you can have. It's the only place I've ever seen it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I used to love going there and getting their fry cakes or whatever they're called. They're pretty good with the sweet chili sauce.
Yeah.
You can get sweet chili sauce that's spicier. I think that's more the common one when you're having it as a sauce. Chinese food and stuff, but that's a kids friendly version. That's the mild one with the spicy one.
Yeah.
I can bring you a big bulk tub of it because they sell it in like every a liter or so.
It'll take me a while to finish that one off. It's good though.
Mm.
get up early and go unload the truck tomorrow. Which he loves to do.
I went with our senior officer into our storeroom the other day to have a look at all the boxes and things in there, stuff we could order. We have our weekly stores order for the unit. Stuff for us and stuff for the prisoners, jams and butters, and we're looking there trying to find out what we need, and he's asking me, writing it down. I'm thinking to myself while I'm in there, I'm like, this is bringing back unpleasant memories. Of stock and Hungry Jacks and everything.
Yeah.
Doing the stock orders.
You miss working at the ice forum?
Hmm?
Said you miss freezing your butt off at the ice forum? Getting
I
sick
wasn't
every
freezing
time.
my butt off there. It was actually, well, unless it was really early morning in the winter and it was pretty cold. But not with my 3 layers on and my heater and everything. It was actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I forgot
Well,
you
I
said.
still sometimes miss doing the scorekeeping. Like, that wasn't really what I thought it was a job. It was fun watching the games and keeping track of the goals and everything. Not a job to live off of, but it was nice to have the job going up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good first job for you.
I bet if I went back there and they asked me to do it again for a night, I'd be able to do it really easily from memory.
I was thinking, I wonder if you should take Grace there and let her try ice skating.
Yeah, I figured I would definitely do that. I'd definitely do that.
Hi, Grace.
Hello.
Yeah, Dustin's trying to look at it now so we can see.
No, I think ours is fine.
Oh, our side. Okay. Uncle Jared come to say hi.
Are you going to the playground today?
No, you're going to stay home and clean the house.
Maybe you go tomorrow.
Gracie has to stay home and clean the house.
It's not their home.
It's
It's
very
not
hot
whiny.
today.
It's very fun. And it's very, very whiny. Smell like dog next time. Do you have a guess for me?
Hey Justin, did you guys ever take Grace to like a really nice beach at the ocean?
To Long Beach. Haley and her parents are taking Grace there. I've been actually properly, but the Long beaches are pretty nice in some spots, eastern beaches.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just curious as whether or not we should take a trip to like Clearwater Beach with her or something.
Oh, she'd like that. She likes beach.
Mom loves to go to the beach. So.
Jared's not a fan either.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
He made a present?
Did he make a present?
Make a little present. Can we take him?
Theo. Made a big present.
Oh no, it leaked.
Oh, it's got a leak.
Yeah, you're leaking there.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a leak.
Don't roll over. No. No over that. So you're unloading the truck tomorrow, do you?
Yeah, I gotta get up at 5.
And I was telling them that I was involved in a really bad incident at work. It was a really quiet day too, and it came out of nowhere. I was just walking to the back of the unit to make a phone call to Haley actually to ask her how it was going and how her day had been. And then when I got down the stairs in the back, I heard a shout come back up from the console at a prisoner to do something. Stop something, what it sounded like. That's somewhat common, so I didn't think too much of it. I just ran up to see what was going on. And then when I got up there, the two officers in the console ran out the side of the unit calling a code purple for a prisoner's fight. And they grabbed one prisoner and were hauling him off to the holding cell. And I saw another prisoner was lying on his back on the floor, so I thought maybe he had been socked or something. And so I walked over to him to see how he was. And when I got to him, he immediately started coughing up a whole bunch of blood all over the place. And then a big pool of blood started pouring behind his head.
At least you don't have that.
So I immediately thought, well, this guy's probably going to die in front of me by the looks of this. So I called a code black for a serious medical emergency, and that was the second code called. And we tried locking all the prisoners down, and they weren't being very cooperative. We ended up calling a code blue to get more officers in to help lock down the wing. They were all just wanting to stand around and watch. The emergency services group came in and secured the place down at the crime scene. We had Victoria police come in. The ambulance had to rush into the prison to take them off. I actually ripped my uniform shirt trying to open the door for the ambulance people to come in because I was in such a hurry to do it. It was just like what Robert Barone, the guy on Everybody Loves Raymond says about policing. It's like, oh, it's 99% boredom and 1% terror.
That's about right.
So I had to write a pretty big report for that one.
Lots of paper on that. Is that what you call it? Lots of paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she does that. All over again.
Grace, what you gonna draw on your chalkboard? Can you draw? Can you draw a star? You practice.
And yesterday or the day before, I called the code purple on the prisoners that I thought were fighting over in one of the wings. I hadn't seen them throw any punches, but it looked like they were going to. It turns out another officer beforehand had saw them throw the punch. I may have called the code purple a little bit too early, but it ended up, the reason why I called it was because the two prisoners involved were pain in the butts and were always acting up in the unit. So by calling the purple, I ensured that they got taken off the holding cells, and one of them, they both got separated at the management. The one prisoner got thrown in the management unit, the one who was the big pain in the butt. So I was happy though. As soon as I called, I was just sitting I sat in the console the whole time and just manned the console, but I was the one who called the purple. When I got on the radio and called the purple, it had the siren go off over in the prison to alert everybody the fact the code had just gone off, and the prisoners heard it, and one of them looked back and just kind of did like that. And I'm just sitting there, I'm almost half smiling at him. I'm like, yeah, you know what's going to happen now. And then right after that, we almost had another code because this one prisoner went up to steal something out of this guy's cell. And one of the more elderly prisoners in the unit saw him doing it and just quietly told him not to go in there and anything. And then he kind of blew up at him and said, oh, you lied on me, and blah, blah, blah. So he nearly had this younger, really stupid, violence-prone prisoner start having a go at this old guy in the unit and yelling at him from across the wing. So we called him up to the console to try and tell us to calm down. He's like, oh, you want me to calm down? Oh, he stormed off again. He wouldn't come back. He's like, you effing dogs, and you blah, 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 blah. So we're like, all right, well, lock him down. So we walked over to his cell and locked him in. And as we locked him in, we're walking away. He starts screaming and kicking. He's like, effing dogs, and you have to smash you. We're like, yeah.
Oh, boy.
we got back to the console and he used this cell intercom thing to call up, and I was the one who answered it. And before I could even start speaking, I could already hear him swearing and yelling in the background. And I'm like, "Stealth 5, state your emergency." And he said, and he was just like, "You effing dogs, I'm gonna smash you. You think you're effing this?" And I answered back. I'm like, "You realize that everything you're saying right now is recorded, right?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to do this, have to blah blah blah." He keeps going on and on. And I'm like, "And now you wonder why you're separated." I just put the receiver down. Wonder why you're separated.
There he is.
Did you draw a star, Gracie? Can you draw a tree?
I have a tree. To what I want. I mean, the future.
Make branches and leaves.
Maybe drink? Yeah. Maybe tower our head.
He likes doing that standing, doesn't
He loves standing.
he? Yeah.
He might end up walking before he crawls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wiggle wobble.
Good job, Grace.
Good drawing.
Yeah, she's drawing.
How it is she's trying to draw.
A little artist. Justin, you were very good at drawing. You just didn't care to do it too much.
Yeah, I remember taking an art class and doing like a little forest type thing with drawing with sponges or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just didn't have the patience to sit and do it for a long period of time to produce the required result. It was going to be really good.
I'm not very good drawing. I had at work the other day, I was putting stuff on the printer and I got them put the stickers on. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing now? Just draw little stars on it, alright?" Because so if you have a little star on the pink sticker, they know not to buy one, get one. So I'm like, "Oh, okay."
How do you draw a star?
So I remember I tried to do a few before. I got a little bit better. I was just going
Oh
down
my
slow.
god.
Yeah.
You don't know how to do a
But I
star?
did one. Well, you do that, but it still isn't perfect.
Yeah.
I think the cashiers just drew like leaves, one up and then one
That's
sideways.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They didn't do that, but it was just like they drew a V and then thing that way,
Oh.
which didn't really look right to me.
Yeah.
But I tried drawing one time, and I think it was Linda who saw it at one point. She's like, "Did you draw that?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" "That was awful. Why did you just draw me? And I'm gonna laugh whenever anyone buys that shoe. I mean, you drew that star."
So I did it just for you.
Oh my god, just forget it, Linda. It just doesn't matter. Look at me. Then I had to do like 20 of them.
Oh boy. Got better, didn't
I mean a little.
Well, you know what you need to do is go like this, Staples, and get a couple sheets of stickers of little stars. And the next time they tell you to do that, you just whip it out.
I'm
Stick
not
'em on.
spending any of my money on shoe money.
What are they, like probably 20 cents here for
That's 20
sheet
cents
of
too
stickers.
much.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a star.
I actually drew the stars.
You were drawing it
That's
perfectly, trying to make every each
I know,
angle.
yeah. See, that's even better than drawing.
That's essentially what I did on all of them.
See how good he did.
I don't have to get involved in the takedown myself. It seems like I'm always the third one responding whenever we have an incident being dragged off to a holding cell.
Yeah, you arrived just 10 seconds late.
Someplace.
If I hadn't been walking down the hallway when that code erupted, I may have been in a better position to be one of the first out to go grab the guy and take him to the holding cell.
Yeah.
I thought I might be involved in one incident where this one guy might try to have a go at me. He was a bit of a violence-prone prisoner. That's why he was in jail. He got serious psychological issues, and he assaults female staff as well. But like trying to like touch them inappropriately. That's how he does it with female staff.
Yeah.
Point